about. Even like when I watch it,
That's what I'm saying.
Like I would see it on reruns every now and then if I'm watching TV, and I'm like, it's Living Single. I watch it. It's a good show. Like if I'm flipping through the channels and I see it on, I'm gonna stay and watch it because it's
I think it comes on every weekend. I think on VH1 or BET, one of them.
It's one of them.
I when that show was coming out, though, I feel like it wasn't like people weren't talking about it. I think it only last like 3-4 seasons or something.
Well, it was like it was mainly really watched only by POCs and black people because it was a
black TV.
Black TV because it was a very black show. Well, so white boy ain't really gonna watch it.
I know, but at the same time, people are still talking about Fresh Prince and Family Matters and like other shit that was out at the same time.
Yeah, 5 seasons.
5, okay.
Yeah, it had a good run. That's a good run for a sitcom.
That's a decent run, especially back in the day.
Mm-hmm. That's a more than an average run because usually like some run at max like 3 to 4 seasons.
There's a lot of underrated ones I like 101 with Kyler Pratt and Flex.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
I actually like that a lot. I like the father-daughter dynamic between them. Does Proud Family count?
Proud Family counts.
Proud Family definitely does count. It's an animated sitcom at this point.
Does Class of 3000 count?
Not really.
Not really?
Not really. Like, shout out to 3 Stacks for that show, though, because like I love the fuck out of that show.
That was a good show.
I watched it.
At the end of every episode, they had some bomb-ass track that they made. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, it was really good. It was very creative. It was very creative. Well, it was actually well animated for its time.
Yeah.
Shit, I never watched this, actually.
You never watched that?
I think I remember it, but I don't know if I ever watched it.
Damn.
Andre 3000?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he played a music teacher at a grade school, and he taught.
I think it does look familiar. It does look familiar. Okay.
Wasn't it called Andre's Class of 3000?
It was just Class of 3000.
Class of 2000. Okay, yeah. Like that show was awesome. Like it was very creative. It was funny, very whimsical and musical. Like it's honestly a good watch. Like underrated animated show.
Faux show.
One that's really good. Not. I mean, it's kind of getting like a resurgence of people talking about it again, but like A Different World was really good. I enjoyed that show.
A what?
A Different World.
Was it a Cosby Show spinoff with Denise?
Mm-hmm.
She went to college. Yeah, she went to college at Spelman, and then
they didn't know about that one.
She was off the Cosby Show because she was on A Different World, which is set at Spelman. And then I think she got pregnant in real life, and the Cosby was like, "Nah, come back over here." and it continued. Actually, I was listening to a story about that last week. They were talking about, okay, how we're gonna tell Bill, how we're gonna tell him that I'm pregnant. It was like that's this whole thing. He's like, he made her come back on Cosby Show, and that's why she came back after a while.
Did not know that. But I really loved Freddie and Dwayne in that show.
Different World's one of those shows like I've seen a lot of it, but I wouldn't say like I watched it straight through.
Oh, I didn't either. I would watch episodes every now and then.
Yeah, I know my mother.
But like
she loves it. Actually, I told her last week it's on HBO Max now. So
I bet she was happy.
I don't think she's watched it yet, though.
Oh, I thought you said she loved that show.
She will. She will watch it though eventually.
But yeah, I like it. Honestly, like the I think the key to a great sitcom is having like a good love story in it. And I think that's where I didn't love Friends at all because like their big love story is Ross and Rachel, and that was just a toxic ass relationship.
Isn't everybody in Friends like a terrible person?
No, it's just Ross and Rachel.
It's Ross
Really.
and Rachel. I was gonna say
It's
like
really
everyone's
just
a
them.
terrible person besides.
Yeah.
It's
Like
really just
Monica
them.
and Chandler, they kind of like they toe the line.
Chandler has some issues. It was like
Yeah.
some like internalized homophobia a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's like his dad and his parents got divorced, and his dad became a drag queen, and he had a lot of stuff. He used to walk in on his parents making love to the same guy, stuff like that. He's just got a lot of like stuff when he was a kid. So like he grew up. I don't know if I can't say he was homophobic, but he was just very resentful.
Yeah. It was just trauma. It was just trauma
he was very
that
resentful towards his dad because of divorce and everything, like how everything went down. Not that necessarily homophobic, which is that's I'm not making excuses for it, but
yeah.
So that was some of his issues. So, but the rest, they were just people.
Yeah, they were just regular people like Joey. Everybody loves Joey.
Why are we doing Friends though? That's a white sitcom.
Yeah, that's a white sitcom. We can talk about that another time. Why did we? Oh yeah, I kind of like
comparing.
Yeah, I was comparing. It's because Dwayne and Freddie, they were like the people that you wanted to get together. I honestly never watched the ending of A Different World. Like you, I just watched it here and there, so I never watched the ending. But like honestly, like every time I saw like a Dwayne and Freddie moment, I was like,
I wonder if you could say like
cool.
Most people say like that they've watched this or they're fans of this. Doesn't necessarily mean that they've watched episode 1 to 0, like 1,000. It's just that they've seen episodes, enough of them, I guess. Like A Different World, like I can't say I've seen it straight through, but I've seen a good chunk of it.
Sheldon, I'll say sure. If you want to invite you and Toya on, I know you're not black folk, but your wife is, so like invite Toya on.
Yeah, you could always use more people for this conversation.
I'm not exactly sober, so it might help. So
I'm sending Toya.
Toya, you can join us. You're always welcome.
I'm sending Toya a link right now.
Hey, I asked black folk for a black episode to join the podcast for this, but unfortunately I got no's.
No, they're like, we don't want to talk about that shit.
He sent it to a bunch of MAGA group members.
No, that's not Jerome. He asked if that was Jerome.
Wait, where is? I hung out with Jerome yesterday.
You could have asked him to join us for the episode.
Because I hung out with him yesterday.
What does that have to do with anything?
He's working.
Oh, okay.
He works till like midnight.
Well, you made it seem like, man, fuck that guy. I already hung out with him. Wait, who's albino?
Jeremy's half albino. He's got vitiligo. So.
All right. What's another show that you guys like? Another sitcom that you guys like?
Well, Urkel. Everybody loved Urkel.
Yeah.
Did you call it Urkel or did you call it Family Matters?
I called it Urkel until I knew it was called Family Matters.
We used to call it Urkel growing up. Oh shit, Urkel's on.
I called it Family Matters just because I saw the title. I actually paid attention to the opening, so I saw the title and I was like, okay, this is Family Matters. And then I was like, okay, Urkel's probably like the only cool character in this show, kinda. Urkel was problematic too.
No, dude, Eddie was cool.
Oh, Eddie, yeah, Eddie was actually really good. I literally on TikTok I saw the episode where like he was singing with like that one singer, and I was like, he doesn't have that great of a voice for them to be telling him that he has a good voice. It was that episode where he wanted to meet his favorite singer.
'Cause
Carl Winslow had some cool moments, but come on, he wasn't the glue to the show. The only thing that kept that show for as long as it was going was Urkel.
That's
you know
like
what's crazy?
he's supposed to be like a one and done character.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. I
Yeah.
was just gonna say that he was supposed to be like in a occurring role here and there or
Yeah.
whatever, just like or a one and done. Yeah, but then they're like, no, keep on bringing that kid back, dude. Like,
Mhm. It's just like
he's
like
gonna
in that episode of Legends where like that little alien monster was like showed up randomly and they were like, this is gonna be the thing to save the show.
yeah.
That's literally where Urkel was, and Urkel literally just fucking kept that show going for what was it, 9 seasons? I forget how many seasons it was.
Or you can compare it to Felicity, who was supposed to be a one and done, and then the writers and the fans fell in love with the character, and like, yes, this is what we need. 12
They
seasons.
fell
of
in
publicity.
love with her walking away
12
because
seasons
it's
of
literally
publicity.
they literally fell in love with her walking away and seeing her in that tight skirt. And I'm not gonna lie, I was exactly the same way. I'm not gonna fucking deny it.
Guggenheim is a pervert.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, a good love stories was part of any sitcom, not just a black sitcom, just any sitcom. But fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, they were like the executives were like,
What Sheldon said.
He's gonna be great, dude. He's gonna voice Sonic the Hedgehog one day. I can see it.
So like what was his question? Oh man, I heard a good love story is what is part of a no, I was saying that a good love story is what's part of a good sitcom in general.
Like, good sitcoms have good love stories.
Yeah.
Like the heart of it, I guess. What you saying?
Yeah.
Well, then how did fucking Family Matters do so well?
What are you talking about?
Because
Laura and Steve.
Because Steve was over there pining for Laura. Laura wanted nothing to do with it until the end of the series when he's fucking rich and famous and like a famous scientist and shit. Then she's like all about him. When he's got Myra over there.
That always bugged the fuck out of my mom. She's like, why did she just suddenly fall in love with him?
Yeah.
It's like Fez and Jackie.
Yeah, Fez and Jackie was weird as fuck.
I was like, really? After 8 seasons, she's suddenly like, oh, I love you, Fez. It's the same thing with Laura. It's like, you were rejecting this little nerd since y'all was 12. And now all of a sudden, you just head over heels for him.
Because he fused himself and Stefan.
Like, she loves Stefan.
Yeah. Because Stefan was just like Steve's brain with like all the coolness.
I thought Stefan looked so weird, especially like when they were older and stuff, like towards like the college years. Like just because what's his name, Jamal White.
What about it?
Like he's got these weird looking eyelids.
Did you call him Jamal?
Yeah,
It's
Jamil.
It's Jaleel. Isn't it Jaleel White?
Yeah, Jaleel White. He's got these weird looking eyelids.
I didn't even like.
You don't really notice him when he's Urkel and he's wearing the glasses, but when he's just Stefan and he's all suave, he's got these weird eyelids. They're freaking like, I don't know. I was like, Stefan looks weird. I like him better as
I thought he looked fine. I thought he was like they made sure to make him look like an attractive man. Like they wasn't he in like kind of like a white blazer and like some slacks and stuff.
He always had some swag on.
Yeah.
And he could smooth talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like I think like they put in Stefan so like Jaleel White could be like, come on man, stop showing me as a nerd. I don't look like this regularly.
Yeah. I eat chili dogs.
So they were like, all right, we'll incorporate Stefan every now and then here for you.
Stefan.
I found the name change hilarious. Steve and Stefan.
Yeah, it was good stuff, man. Like, do you think that was a jump in the shark moment for Family Matters? Like, turning Steve into Stefan at one point, like he invented this machine to turn him into a handsome guy. Or do you think that was well within the realms of the Family Matters lore?
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I watched Family Matters the same way I watched A Different World, but I didn't love Family Matters like a lot of people did. Yeah. So, like, Family Matters is like, if it's on, maybe I'll watch it, but I'll have to come back if I don't find anything else. While with like the other sitcoms, like A Different World or like Living Single or like some other shows, I would probably watch that more than anything else. Like, I'd probably watch the Steve Harvey Show more than I would watch Family Matters. Like, I'm not saying the Steve Harvey Show is better. I'm not, because it's not.
Mr. Hightower.
It's not, but like, I probably would just because I don't know. I like I'm in that percentage where I feel like Family Matters is not as enjoyable as most other sitcoms.
Yeah, I could see that. It was just something that was on Friday nights when you were a kid. Yeah. You know, like.
And if anything, I just go to Disney Channel and I'm gonna flip it from Family Matters and start talking about Sister Sister because I would rather watch Sister Sister over Family Matters.
You respect Family Matters.
I'm still Claire Gallagher.
You didn't change it. I'll change it.
Claire Gallagher.
That's from our Shameless review.
I never watched Shameless.
What?
I mean, why do I want to watch white poor people?
Because
they're funny.
Nah, I'm good.
It's not just about poor white people.
Really? Because the entire cast looks like
white people can go through the struggle too.
We already know that.
No, white people are trashy too.
I don't know, man. I'm okay. I don't need to watch more poor white people caring about poor white people. It's all right. We see it now. I see enough of that in real life. But as I was saying, Sister Sister was a lot better than Family Matters. I would rather watch Sister Sister.
What I was gonna say, Sister Sister.
Like, yeah, Tia and Tamara Mowry. I had such huge crushes on them. Like when that show first came out.
Everybody did.
You're supposed to.
Like, I wish I were what's his face? Roger, yes. I don't know why I forgot his name, but I wish I was.
Why do you wish you were Roger? They're always like, bye, Roger.
He was the guy that spent the most time. He was the guy that spent the most time with them. And he actually got to go on dates with them. Like people forget that. And Roger got a kiss from, was it Tia? I think it was Tia, right?
It was one of them. I can't remember, but he eventually got lucky. It paid off.
Yes. And then the mom, Lisa, was hilarious.
Hilarious.
Like
she still is. She's awesome. She's a good stand-up comic.
The dad was funny too.
Dad was cool, but like Lisa was like the heart to me, like out of the two.
Dude, Disney Channel has some top-tier black sitcoms.
Did they have more?
Did that debut?
They had That's So Raven. They had Corey in the House. They had a Smart Guy. Fucking
Smart Guy. Damn, I love Smart Guy.
Smart Guy was dope. I like Smart Guy.
That's a Raven. That
That's
was
so
like,
Raven.
I still say
Yeah.
shit from that story, but I say that's you nasty all the time.
That's so Raven.
We all say it.
For our generation, that
You
show
little
is iconic.
nasty.
A little nasty.
For our generation, that show is iconic. I don't care
Yeah.
what anybody says.
And then a
They
lot
even
of people.
they even dealt with racism because they
Mhm.
tried to get that job, but the lady is racist.
Yeah. And then also Raven's physical comedy was hilarious. Like all those like little stunts that she did where she would throw herself into places. I'm like, damn, Raven.
Better Orlando Brown is not the same guy anymore.
We're
Oh.
gonna talk about Orlando, not New
Orlando.
Orlando.
You
Let's
gave me the
not
scoop,
mention
scoop,
you.
scoop. That fucking interview killed me every time I seen it.
He a whole crackhead now, so we is not
Yeah.
going.
Oh, like, what happened to him?
He stopped getting the
Hard
Disney
drugs.
check and it got to him. It's like Disney was like, all right, you're 18. We're done with you.
I feel like that's another podcast. All the Disney stars that went bad.
Oh my god!
I think every single one except Hillary Duff.
All right.
That's the only one.
Taj-
Literally.
I think Taj
Oh,
Morey,
Chrissy
Taj
Carlson
Morey's
Romano,
doing
but she's
well,
not.
Raven's doing
She's not
well.
big enough.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think Hillary Duff might be the only one besides like Chrissy Carlson Romano, but I don't think she's big enough to like qualify.
I don't know. Last I heard.
Oh my
Taj
god, I
Morey
totally
was
forgot
doing-
about that chick.
Oh yeah, she kind of on and off different places, but yeah,
I never forgot.
Of course she-
Oh, but Sheldon said the Bernie Mac show, and that was such a good
Oh,
show.
man.
Oh, I love
My
the Bernie Mac
grandmother-
show.
My grandmother hated
Yeah.
Bernie Mac. My grandmother hated Bernie Mac himself, but for some reason she loved the show, and she would watch it every day. She would pick me up from school, but she would watch it every day. Like that was her show.
I'm pretty sure like we all love Bernie Mac because we grew up here, and like Bernie Mac was a huge part of growing up here.
Bernie Mac is great, man.
Yeah.
When I first found out about Bernie Mac, I wasn't a fan. But then, like, I actually listened to his comedy. I just thought, like, who's this fucking fuck? What's his name? You're gonna shoot me. You're all gonna shoot me. I'll get back to it later. But like, I
I
just
think
wanted
you were
to
gonna say like, who's this Steve Harvey wannabe?
You watched Kings of Comedy? You need to watch the Kings
Yeah.
of Comedy, and then that's gonna make you fall in love with him.
Exactly.
Yeah, he has the best set.
You're the one who made me watch Kings of Comedy.
Oh yeah? Okay. Well, there you go.
Did you fall in love with him after watching Kings of Comedy?
I was like, this dude's pretty good. Pretty good.
Bro.
Some milk and cookies.
You know what's crazy is I have the Kings of Comedy VHS tape, and I have the Queens of Comedy VHS
Oh
tape,
shit.
and the Latin Kings of Comedy VHS tape.
Latin Kings, like
Some
that's
classics.
It's literally like George Lopez. Damn, why am I blanking out on names? I need to like look for it later though.
Because we're all old now. Can't remember names. It's that one dude.
For sure.
Like it's George Lopez, Paul Rodriguez,
Yes,
Joey Medina, and Alex Raimundo.
yeah, it was all of them.
Hosted by Cheech Marin.
I just like the name, the Latin Kings of Comedy.
Because I'm actually at work. Okay. Toilet paper? No problem.
You went back to working at the hotel for extra money?
Need those free nights, nigga. They come in handy for expos.
Hell yeah.
Oh man! But the thing that I loved about the Bernie Mac show is like the way, like the mom, she was like, she kind of was pretty much like upper middle class woman, like so like, and then he comes in, and you can tell that he don't play that shit, and the way he parented those kids was like they need that shit.
Mad ass kids.
How about Everybody Hates Chris?
Everybody hates Chris. Like I love Everybody Hates Chris. Like Tyler James Williams. I keep saying it. He should be doing more work than what he's doing right now, because he's pretty much like in like shows for like every now and then drops off and then like does other stuff.
The last time I seen him was Walking Dead. I don't think I've seen him in anything else since then.
Terry Crews is amazing in that.
When is he not?
Yeah, I was pretty sad when he died.
Terry Crews.
Well, in Walking Dead when he got tore apart.
Oh, Tyler James. Okay. All right. I thought you were talking about Terry Crews. I was like, when did he die?
Oh, not Terry Crews. That would have been hilarious. I would have loved to see him in Walking Dead.
I was just saying Terry Crews is great in that show, dude. Yeah, as the dad.
Oh man, Terry Crews had a crazy fall off like a couple years ago. It's crazy.
I fell in love with Terry Crews. Was what's that? Malibu's Most Wanted, when he was like that hardcore gangster and shit like that.
Yeah.
He's like, well, my pop don't love me either.
He was in White Chicks also.
He is really hilarious. He
was in White Chicks also.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he's funny as hell.
that like at the damn near at the end of the movie, you're telling me you're not white?
When he was singing,
didn't care that he was a man. He cared that he wasn't white.
When they were singing, who was it? Michelle Branch or something like that.
Michelle Branch.
While walking 1,000 miles.
1,000 miles. No. Oh yeah, Friday After Next. I was actually about to mention Friday After Next. Thank you, Sheldon. Where he was trying to fuck around with everybody, and then like the pimp, who was Cat Williams, like grabbed a pair of pliers.
You're not in jail no more.
He was a Tupac wannabe the entire time.
What was that?
One packet.
A packet?
Yeah.
FedEx packet?
No, the pack.
What's your name?
Now.
Right.
Nope. This is for Robin Allen.
No, the one pack.
We can just get everyone's package. I'm Robert Allen.
No, shut up.
So, you know how you mentioned smart guy?
Yeah.
Like Taj Mahari, I feel like he should be doing like
He's
like
No.
It's for some.
because he's like
Yes.
What's your name?
Taj Mahari was in a sitcom like a couple years ago.
yeah, he was in Baby Daddy.
No.
But like I feel like he could be good as a romantic interest in rom-coms. Like just the way he is, like his charisma, his like little swagger, and like the way he like just like he just seems like such a nice guy that I feel like he could just like kill it in the rom-com game.
Yeah, he's got charisma and shit too.
Mm.
Like I don't know. Like some of the things is like just depends on people, like what people want to do too. Like you don't know if they want to work a lot.
True.
You know, you have your agent hit you up here and there. You be like, you know what? Find me something that's like small. I hear like doing TV is a little bit easier than doing a movie. Like I mean, like because you're at a set schedule or whatever. Movies are always on some bullshit. You know, like a lot. You'll be there all day, and you probably don't even work at all because like they didn't have time to get to your scene or whatever.
True.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like Taj Mahari, he could kill it in the rom-com game. Like I'm just saying, like I could see him being like in so many, and just like me watching all of them religiously.
Has he even grew? I think he's
There's-
like the same size he's always been.
Do a Smart Guy reboot.
The Smart Guy reboot.
They did it.
I mean, he's still the same size, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's so mean. He's like 5'5". Come on.
He's so small. He looks the same.
He does not look the same. He looks like he's 5'6". Come on. Don't be too mean to Taj Mowry.
He finally hit puberty.
Nah, dude, didn't he grow? Didn't he like blow up? Didn't he get like super tall?
No, he's not super
I
tall
don't
at
think
all.
so. No,
He's not super tall.
I remember
He's 5'7", so he's like regular height.
Oh, he's like right below me.
I remember some years ago, my friend was at a Odd Future concert or whatever, and Tyler was like, he was rapping, and all of a sudden he just stopped rapping. He's like, hey, fuck that nigga Taj Mowry. Then he started rapping again.
What? That's so mean. He has not done anything wrong to people. He seems like the nicest guy ever.
Well, maybe I heard short people be on bullshit, so
I don't think he would be on some
because
bullshit.
they're so angry because they're so little.
But he just randomly
I'm not an
stopped.
angry person.
He just randomly
Are you
said that right in
little?
the middle of a song.
I'm 5'5".
That is. The small people, you could be the nice majority of small people.
Stupid.
But there's some mean short people, okay?
I'm just mean to Timon because it's fun.
That's fine.
But he's mean to me too, so it's all right. We like balance each other out. All right.
I'm glad to see Tim with a shirt on. That's all I gotta say. Usually he doesn't have any fucking shirt on.
I already knew it. You shouldn't have mentioned it. He's about to loosen a couple buttons. He's about to rip off all the buttons and just do Magic Mike in this bitch.
No, thank you. We're not ready for that.
All right. We can't do this and then not talk about like the best black sitcom from Nickelodeon, which is Kenan and Kel.
Oh my god. Who drinks orange soda without saying like I don't even call pop, like I don't call soda pop, it's pop, okay? But I will call orange soda because of Kenan and Kel.
Yeah. It's like who loves orange soda? Kel loves orange soda.
Is
Is it true?
One of my favorite Kenan and Kel episodes. Fucking Kenan's eating a tuna fish sandwich, or he's preparing it, and somehow Kel like accidentally drops a screw into the fucking tuna. So then Kenan's eating the tuna sandwich and he bites into the screw, and he takes the fucking tuna company to court, and it's like this whole long deal, and it's like Kel is on the fucking stands. And he just can't take it anymore. He's like, I screw in the tuna.
Oh man.
It's funny.
I love Kel. Oh man, but Kenan played his part right too. Just like the guy that tries to be cool, but it just doesn't work out for him.
He was psychotic. He was psychotic as fuck. He was all like,
He was
like. He'd start out as a normal guy, and then something would happen. He's like, "All right, I got a plan." Fucking, he would be on this wild Nickelodeon shit.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? Like one of the greatest things about this show is at the beginning of the show, it's not even the episode. It's literally them both coming out like onto the red, the red thing, and then they start talking about like what they're gonna do the episode. And then Kel is just acting dumb the entire time, like he's like fucking up what they're gonna do, about saying what he's gonna do, and then they just like, Kenan is just like, here it go, and then the episode starts. Anybody remember that? No.
11 o'clock. Oh, sorry. I got distracted with my husband's comment. Like, all right, bro, I'll be there in a minute. Like, just let me leave this front desk and fuck everybody who needs to get in the room.
Nickelodeon had another great black sitcom called My Brother and Me.
Really? I don't remember that.
Goo punch. All right now, goo.
Yo, I remember that show. My brother and me.
I don't remember that show at all.
They were like these.
I
two
gotta
brothers,
have
and
to see like a something like a flashback, you know.
All right,
they were like
I
these
don't-
two
Yeah, I
brothers.
don't
think
remember
they
that
had-
show at all.
I think he had an older sister too, right?
yeah.
Yeah, one of the older brother had like his friend named Goo. So, and he
I had a show in my mind and I just forgot it because of what you just said.
What the fuck?
Was it-
I don't
was
even
it-
remember. Like now, I'm just.
Was it Cousin Skeeter?
Cousin Skeeter was good. That was on Nickelodeon too, I think.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's
See, there's
that's Goo, right?
there's Alfie and Goo right there.
Yeah, it's Goo right there.
Man, these kids look so much older when I watched this as a kid.
No, duh.
No, I still don't remember. Wait, no, I remember the girl. Okay, I
And
remember
then
that chick.
There's the little brother and his little friend right there.
Bro, I'm so mad at you, Timon. I forgot about the show that I was thinking about. Oh, I'm so mad at you, Timon.
I had this
Now
shirt.
you're gonna remember it when you're laying in bed about to go to sleep.
I had this
I
shirt.
probably
Oh
will.
shit!
I had this shirt that Alfie had, dude. I felt so cool. Because I was wearing it. I was wearing it. Then the show came on. He's like, dude, I got that same shirt. What? Yeah, dude, it was a good show, man. I'm surprised you've never seen it.
I think the show was from Disney, but I don't remember very well.
Disney. We already talked about Proud Family.
I'm not talking
Well,
about
is
Proud
that-
Family.
But that's a cartoon.
It counts.
It
It
counts.
counts as a sitcom, yeah. Damn, I can't remember this show at all. I'm so mad.
That's good. It wasn't worth remembering anyway.
No, it was
Oh,
actually a good
damn.
show.
What if it was really good?
It was probably fantastic. No, Disney had the powerhouse for like
Yeah.
you count ABC and Disney Channel like as one entity, dude. Like they had
What's
it.
There's a new show, Little Dylan. Is that what it's called? I don't know. my
No,
kids
it's not a
watch
new
it.
show. It's an older show.
Is it an
Back when
older
I was a
show?
Yeah.
Well, my
Not
kids
Little
just
Dylan.
was like is watching it, like doing like.
No,
binge
not Little
watching
Dylan, but the
past-
show that I'm thinking about.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
a new, sitcom. I think that's what is it? It's called Little Dylan or some shit like that. It seems okay. I don't know. I feel like our comedy, like our sense of humor was like a little bit funny back then. Like now it's kind of like dry and just like they're trying too hard to be funny. Like I don't, maybe because I'm old and I don't get it. I don't know.
It's probably that. I know it's most people. It's like they're no longer kids, so like they don't like the humor anymore. But I am a big fan of dry comedy, so that's probably what it is.
But
So that's probably what
no, I don't know. It's just like a different comedy. I like dry comedy. It's just, I think it's just too much of a too kiddie, I guess. I felt like back then it still had like
There was some silliness to it.
so yeah, like inappropriate stuff were said, but covered up, but we still got it.
There was this episode in My Brother and Me where the dad and one of the sons were trying to do laundry and they couldn't figure it out. Or the kid put like the wrong soap in, so like all this soap was like took over the laundry room and the whole kitchen. So then they spent the whole day cleaning up the fucking soap and kitchen and stuff. And then the mom comes home and she's all like, she's hugging on the husband. And she like kisses him. She's like, "Ooh, you smell like laundry." And he's like, "Ooh, is that good?" And then the episode's over.
yeah.
Speaking of laundry, I actually have to do laundry.
Oh, that's a ton of laundry. Oh my god, look at all
Yeah.
those fucking hammers.
So your job has you doing all that stuff?
If I'm nice, I don't have to do this, but I actually like the girl who's coming in for night laundry, so I'm gonna get it started for her because I'm a nice
okay.
coworker.
Oh, you're nice.
But no,
What
that's
is-
not. I don't. If I want to be a bitch, I'd be like, I'm not night laundry. That's not my job. But no, I'm not. I'm nice.
All right. So this one is like it's like people are 50-50 on that I'm about to mention right now. It's not the one that I forgot, but My Wife and Kids. Your thoughts on it?
I like that show. I mean, it wasn't like my favorite, but I still watched it.
That was one I can watch, but I'm probably not going to just
Is that the Damon
consciously
Wayans
turn
one?
it on.
Yeah, it's over.
It's Damon Wayans.
Yeah.
It's like I can watch it. It's not something I would consciously turn on, but if it's on,
Yeah.
I can watch it. Like it's it's fine.
I'm the same way with it. It's pretty good, but like it's not nothing too crazy.
That's decent.
It's not something I have like recorded.
Yeah. I think it's the fact that like Damon's jokes, like they were like, some of them missed half the time.
He wasn't always the funniest Wayne's brother.
No, he was not the funniest Wayne brother.
I like he tries too hard sometimes, honestly.
Yeah, like I remember I watched one of his specials and I was like, why am I not laughing as much as I thought I would be?
It's more natural.
Stand up. It's stand up. Yeah, we're saving Fresh Prince towards the end because that's like a top tier show. So
top tier.
It's the top two. All right. Keeping it with the Wayans brothers. What are your thoughts on it?
That show was fantastic.
That show's fantastic. Yeah. Well, Pops.
Good late at night show.
Yeah, John Witherspoon, so good. You know what's crazy is back when I was a kid, people hated on that show a lot.
What?
And I was watching it late at night. Like I'm like, oh damn, this show's really good. And then like I mentioned it to people, and they're like, that show is dumb. I don't like it. It's stupid. And I'm like, what? I guess it might end up being a guilty pleasure or something. But then I got older, and then people were like, oh yeah, I like that show. I vaguely remember it. And then I'm like, what?
People were singing the theme song and shit for it down the halls. You know, like that show was a hit when we were kids.
Damn. Well, then I was talking to the wrong people then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Like the opening theme is fucking hilarious. Like it's literally a white man singing like we're brothers, we're happy, and we're singing because we're colored. And I'm like when I first heard this shit, I was like, what is this bullshit? And then you see them come out and be like, man, fuck this shit. And then they do their own opening, and I'm like, okay, that's a pass because that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Oh, people, what do you want?
It's a hotel, dude. It's 8:40, 8:50 at night, dude. Like people need to check in.
Stay back.
People are like, my towels are wet. Can I get new towels?
Hi. Check in. All right. Well. Again.
Huh? All right.
She's saying back.
Peace.
All right. So, you guys want to bring up any other ones?
Oh shit! I had one at the top of my head, and then I forgot it now too. I think it's the syndrome.
Damn, we're all getting it.
Oh, Sanford and Son.
Oh yeah,
Sanford and Son is good.
That is my dad's all-time favorite show. Like,
yeah,
like he fucking loves Red Fox.
That's another one where I never watched it completely.
I've seen a good handful. It's pretty funny.
But I've seen a handful of episodes. I think it's like it comes on. It used to come on the U. I think that's where I watched it.
Yeah,
because that's where a lot of the older shows came on, like I Love Lucy and Bewitched and like Sanford and Son and a few others.
Yeah, dude. Now all that shit's
on
like TV, man.
Yeah,
it's pretty dope.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was like Good Times.
Good Times.
I think Good Times came out on that show. Good Times is also a good classic. All right.
Did anyone ever watch that So Raven Netflix?
The series? Nah, I didn't.
Is it a Netflix series?
Yeah, it was pretty much a continuation of.
I thought it was on Disney Channel.
Was it on Disney Channel? Maybe Netflix had it.
I mean, I didn't watch it, but
yeah,
I think that was like a genuine show.
When I heard the premise, I was like, "This is weird." It's a lot like the Full House premise, where like she's divorced now, and then or no, in Full House the husband dies, I think, or something like that.
I
Yeah.
forgot what happened in Fuller House. I watched the first episode. They did that shot at the Olsons, and then I thought that was funny. And then I never
Yeah.
watched any more of it.
But like with That's So Raven, she got divorced with her husband, and like Chelsea also got divorced with her husband, and they couldn't afford to live like by themselves, so they moved in together, and their families live in her old house, I think it was.
Yeah, yeah. They
And
all
I
moved
was like,
to
I
the
don't
house.
like this premise. I'm not gonna. And it was to the guy that she always had a crush in back in high school too. But they made, from what I hear, they made their relationship like amicable. Like it just wasn't a. It was just a relationship that didn't work,
Yeah,
but they're like amicable, I would say. Then again, it is Disney. They wouldn't make it that they're angry at each other ever.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. But that's what I heard about it, and I was like, I'm not sold on the premise, so I'm probably not going to watch it. And I didn't. Did you watch it at all, David?
Which one was this?
The That's So Raven
No, not
reboot,
the new
or
one. No, I didn't. I
not
didn't.
not the new one?
It just didn't
Okay.
appeal to me. Like I know you're talking about how the comedy doesn't hit anymore. I think it's not for us anymore. So that just didn't.
Uh,
It just didn't appeal. It was the same thing with Girl Meets World. Like I just couldn't get into it.
oh, I got into that shit. I'm not like most of the people. I could get into it.
I loved Girl Meets World.
Like I'm
So
not
Me too.
against the concept, but I just think it just personally didn't do anything for me.
Oh, I loved it.
it was really good. It was surprisingly really good.
Yeah. Did you only watch the pilot episode?
Girl Meets World.
Yeah.
No, I've seen a few episodes.
And you weren't sold on it?
It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, in terms of me getting the same thing out of it as Boy Meets World, it's not there.
All right. I'm gonna bring up one that's like kind of underrated. The Jamie Foxx show.
I forgot about the Jamie Foxx show.
Bro, I love the Jamie Foxx show. That's actually a show where I actually watched it fully. Like I actually really loved watching Jamie Foxx. It's like cut the jokes, be smooth, then like flirt with the ladies, and like every now and then play the piano and sing.
Yeah.
Like he just like put everything he could do into that show.
It was alright. I liked it.
I loved it. It's definitely in my like probably like my top 7.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about the Jamie Foxx show, man. That's good. Man, that was good shit.
So, yeah. Y'all got any other shows before we go to the big ones?
Not that I'm thinking of. Like there are some I can list, but none that I really watched. Like I didn't watch like Girlfriends and Half, stuff like that.
I watched Half and Half. I actually liked Half and Half.
I never watched it.
It was like it was a pretty good like girl's perspective of like a sitcom. They actually like covered stuff like colorism within the black community, and like the like how black people are not a monolith, and there's not like one type of black person too. Because there was this dude, I forgot if he was like a lawyer or a doctor, and he wanted to go out with one of the main girls of the show, and then like they go out, and she's kind of like a girly girl, like from the valley type of girly girl, and then he's like, the reason why I went out with you is because I wanted to go out with a sister, not a sister. And then like they covered like the whole thing about black people not being a monolith within that episode, just off of like dating and stuff like that. So I wish I fully remembered the episode. I don't, unfortunately.
It was Half and Half.
Yeah, that was Half and Half. That at least the episode that I'm talking about wasn't half and half, and I like that episode. There were a few other episodes that were really good. Again, this is a uh what was it? There was this was a show that like I watched like episode to episode. Like it wasn't something that I watched fully. Similar to like the other shows that we mentioned.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, a show that we didn't even talk about, which I'm surprised that we didn't talk about, is Moesha.
Moesha.
Yeah, I thought of it earlier.
I forgot about Moesha. That's oh man. I think we talked about it last week or a couple weeks ago for a little bit too.
I love Moesha mainly because of Brandy. I had a huge crush on Brandy.
Man, remember when Brandy and Monica did that song, "The Boy Is Mine," and like they're basically fighting over the same dude. Imagine how lucky that dude felt to being in that video, having Brandy and Monica fight over him.
I mean, I can imagine it. Latoya said that half and half is all right. Yeah, that's a good sentiment I have about half and half. It was nothing special, but like it was a decent show where like it had some episodes that hit.
All right, are we getting down to the nitty gritty?
I think so. Any other shows before we go to the?
I just said, Fresh Prince is the top tier.
I think the next one I was gonna bring up is the one that you have in mind, but we'll see. So like, I don't want to.
What?
I was gonna say Martin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's the top two. Those are the two that we're going to save to the end.
That was the next one Tony was going to bring up. So I was
yeah. Martin is my number 2.
See, Martin is... I like Martin.
Damn, Gina.
I'm a little bit overrated, personally.
I agree. I agree with that. I loved it as a kid, but like seeing it like now or whatever, I was like, this isn't as good as it was. Like there's a bunch of sitcoms that have plenty of rewatchability.
I completely missed what you said because I pulled the cord out of my headphones.
I'm saying Martin isn't as rewatchable as a lot of these other classics.
Man, you are lying because I can rewatch Martin. Like that show is fucking hilarious. Like I will watch it like every now and then. Like it's just like specific episodes though.
I mean, it comes on a lot, like after Fresh Prince a lot, so pretty much every day. So it's on. I'm seeing it, so it's not bad. It's just I think it's a little bit overrated, personally. It's not as funny as it used to be.
And I agreed with that. That's all. I just agreed with that.
I completely disagree with you, but I can't change your mind. But yeah, like I said, it's my number 2 because like obviously the best show out of all of them is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like there are just so many memorable episodes from that show.
Hold on, we're not going to talk about the episode of Martin where Gina got her head stuck in the fucking bed frame.
Episode was so good. Oh my god! Or how the episode where Martin had a plush Rottweiler, and he would like move it around like it's a real dog on everybody that he was interrogating on the table. It was like he would like grab it by his hand and just like move with it, and then he'd be like, wait, stop, sit, and then like it falls to the ground, and he's like, lay. That shit fucking had me dying. Oh man, you gotta watch that episode because that episode is fucking hilarious.
That sounds pretty good.
Oh man, like I'm telling you, that show got tier. Like literally the only show that can like match up to Fresh Prince to me. But I know Dalen will disagree.
I'm not hating on Martin though. I just said personally, it's a little overrated, but it's good. I don't know. I just think it tries too hard. Like you said, it's not as funny as it used to be, to me at least. And but I can't hate on it though. For me, just Fresh Prince is top tier though.
But like Tisha Campbell,
And
I love Tisha Campbell. She was hilarious too.
Change your name back to King Simp.
What? It was because she's hilarious. It's not like because of the way she looked. It was because she was hilarious. Like, did you see her in The Housewives of Hollywood? I think it was.
no,
It was a parody. It was a parody of like the Real Housewives like thing, and like she was in it, and it was hilarious. Like there was this one episode where,
I like the
was it?
It's like Real Husbands of Hollywood shit.
Yeah. There was an episode where she was she's allergic to shellfish, I mean to seafood, and like someone like fed her shrimp, and so she got an allergic reaction there in the hospital, and then they all start fighting and arguing, and they yank something out of someone's like thing that keeps them alive at the hospital, and the person dies while they're fighting and arguing, and she throws pee all over someone's face, and then the person at the hospital dies, and then they all just run out the hospital. You got to watch it because it's fucking hilarious if you watch it.
That made me not want to watch it.
No, I'll show you the scene. I'll share the scene to you because it's fucking hilarious. You got to watch the scene because like it's something that like it's not as funny when you explain it, but it's funny when you watch it. And then with Martin, like that episode where he tells Gina, like, fine, you can leave me if you want. I'm a man. I'll be all right. And then Gina. I was about to say Tina. Gina starts walking out the door. He's like, Gina, no. He's like, don't leave me, Gina. Like that was such a hilarious scene. Oh man, Martin has just so many memorable moments. Like y'all, like for real. That's what I'm saying. Martin is top 2.
See, like that's kind of how I feel more about Fresh Prince. That's either top 2 or top 3. I was never really a Will Smith fan. But I go back and watch the show, and I'm all like, why did I hate this show as a kid?
You're probably like, oh man, so many kids like it. I'm not gonna like it because they like it.
No, I wasn't that type of kid. I'm actually more that way as an adult now.
So what would be above Fresh Prince for you then?
Martin was above Fresh Prince.
Really? Okay. See, I could never put Martin over Fresh Prince just because like Fresh Prince had more than Martin did in terms of like comedy, moments where like they spoke on real issues and stuff like that. And then like the emotional moments, they were a lot higher than anything Martin could do.
Fresh Prince is in the guts. It's in the
I think that's probably why I didn't like it as much as a kid. It was like, why is it being all soft? And I was like an edgy little.
Did you just watch like a soft episode?
I was like,
it was like one of your first episodes, like a soft episode. Is that what it was?
Maybe. And I was like, and I was just one of those edgy little brat kids, you know, like. And I was all like, dude, fuck that. And there's these 2 kids that I hung out with. Like, we always talked about Martin and Home Improvement. Like,
man,
those were the shows that we talked about like all the time. So like Fresh Prince never really came on the radar a whole lot as a kid.
This man's first episode was.
It wasn't until about high school when I actually met kids that were talking about how awesome Fresh Prince was back in the day.
This man probably saw the episode where Will's dad comes by And then like he has his breakdown where he's like, "How come you don't want me no more, man?" And then he was probably like, "Man, fuck this soft shit." When that's like the best episode in all of sitcom history, like, oh man, him going off about his dad is just like it gets to your soul. And then the breakdown, man, fuck you, Timon, for ever thinking that part was above the Fresh Prince. I'm guessing like your number 3 would be probably like In Living Color. No,
That's not a sitcom. That's
Wait, go back. Why you hating
What?
on the episode with his dad?
I didn't.
No, he wasn't. No, I was making that up. That he probably did
He
that.
was making a joke. I've never seen it.
I was making a joke about why
You
he.
never saw it? Play
No.
that shit right now.
Oh my god.
I'll play.
Dude.
I'll get the scene right now.
Dude, it's the most emotional moment in that whole show.
Oh no, you look. You pull it up, Timon. My bad. You pull it up.
All right. Is it this one?
Yeah, that's the one. And like at first, throughout the entire episode, when he comes back, pause it so I can give you some detail about it. Throughout the episode, before this moment, he kept calling him dad because like he came back, they were having fun, they were hanging out, they were doing stuff, and then watch now with knowing that context. Watch this scene and then listen to what Will says while they're talking.
Luke, if you walk out of Will's life now, don't you ever come back.
Sit down. Take a time for the lecture. I said sit down.
You listen to Shredder when Shredder talks to you.
You know, Will was doing just fine until you showed up. But now that you're back, you have responsibilities to him.
Hey, look, we're still going to take the trip.
Oh, bull! Bull! Will is not a coat that you hang in the closet, then pick it up when you're ready to wear it. His life goes on. He's not supposed to be here for you. You're supposed to be here for him. You get off my back. You think I want this? It just happened. Now, when Will was a baby, I was scared. Cut the crap, all right? Cut
Turn
it.
up the volume.
Because I've been there.
Huh?
But I didn't run out on
Turn it up a little bit.
I'm there every day. Because that's what a man does. Fine, Philip. You win. You the man. You a better man than me. You happy? Now, you going to tell Will or not? I'm not going to do your dirty work for you. Fine. I'll call him from the road. Yeah, then why don't you do that? Yeah, I'll do that. Daddy-o! What's up? Will, I'm glad you're here. Some business came up I got to handle. So we're going to have to put our trip on hold. You understand? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Just for a couple of weeks. I understand. Yeah. Maybe a little longer. Yeah, whatever. Look, I'll call you next week and we'll iron out the details. Okay? Yeah. It was great seeing you, son. You too, Lou. Yeah. I'm sorry, Will. You know what? Actually, this works out better for me. You know, the Slimmies of summer come to class wearing next to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's all right to be angry. Hey, why should I be mad? I'm saying at least he said goodbye this time. I just wish I hadn't wasted my money buying this stupid present. I'm sorry. If there was something that I... Hey, you know what? You ain't got to do nothing, Uncle Phil. Hey, ain't like I'm still 5 years old, Ain't like I'm going to be sitting up every night asking my mom, when's daddy coming home, Who needs him? Hey, he wasn't there to teach me how to shoot my first basket, but I learned, didn't I? Hey, I got pretty damn good at it too, didn't I, Uncle Phil? Got through my first day without him?
right? I learned how to drive. I learned how to shave. I learned how to fight without him. I had 14 great birthdays without him. He never even sent me a damn card. The hell with him! I ain't need him then, and I don't need him now.
Will.
Now, you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm gonna get through college without him. I'm gonna get a great job without him. I'm gonna marry me a beautiful honey, and I'm having a whole bunch of kids. I'm gonna be a better father than he ever was. And I sure as hell don't need him for that, because ain't a damn thing he could ever teach me about how to love my kids. How come he don't want me, man?
Timon be like, man, fuck this guy.
Oh man. You know what's funny is when they embrace each other like that, like they had to redo the scene because he was like, nah, Will's not doing the scene right, so we're gonna keep doing it because he's not acting right. And so like right there in that final embrace where you see it, like he goes up to Will's ear and he tells him, nah, that's acting.
He's at that reunion.
Yeah, he said that, and that made that scene seem like that made that scene even more heartwarming. Like it gets you into you a lot more because, like, damn,
That's why. Yeah, that was
like
that's
why it's like Uncle Phil was the best dad in sitcom history.
He was. I think we all know who the true worst is.
To the what?
Cliff Huxtable.
Oh.
Considering I was making a joke about how Bill Cosby is now not, yeah. Bill Cosby.
I kind of put it as Bill Cosby is not Cliff Huxtable. So because
I know.
It's like I would not watch the Cosby Show, but like I was like I still separate Cliff and Bill because like Cliff was actually a good dad.
Yeah, no, I was just kidding.
Yeah, I know. Oh man. I was like, wait a man. And even before all of the allegations and stuff, like he was just like Bill Cosby was just an asshole beforehand. You know what's actually a good black sitcom that came out recently? The Miss Pat Show. Have you guys watched it? Like I've watched like a few episodes here and there.
The Miss Pat Show? No.
The Miss Pat Show. Like it's actually like I've seen like here and there a couple episodes. It's actually not a bad show.
Never even heard of it.
Yeah.
It's like I said, it's new. It's a newer show, and it's actually pretty good. Like Miss Pat is actually fucking hilarious. But that's because she was like, I believe she was a stand-up comedian before the show, but I never watched it. I like any of her stuff as a stand-up comedian, so I had no idea, or at least that I can recollect.
I hadn't heard of it actually, so
yeah, you guys should watch it then. It's actually pretty good. Do you guys want to hear a guilty pleasure of mine?
Yeah.
All right. It's Tyler Perry's For Better or Worse.
Hell no.
I don't know why, but just like the drama, I actually loved watching the drama.
I cannot stand Tyler Perry.
I'm in that same boat.
I literally fucking hate Tyler Perry.
But it was literally Michael Jai White and Tasha Smith.
He deserves so much better than that, Michael Jai White.
Better than Tasha Smith?
No,
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
Oh, better than Tyler. Well, yes. That I can agree with for sure. Are you guys gonna watch the Kenan show? Is it still going on? I don't know if it got canceled or not.
The Kenan show.
Yeah.
He had a show?
She got a show earlier this year.
Shit, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, it came out in February.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna last. Come on now.
It's not. But like I'm just saying.
Kenan's gonna stay on SNL for another like 20 years.
He
hasn't been on it.
I don't think he's ready to transition out. I don't know if he missed it or he just isn't ready to transition out of it.
I think he probably missed it.
Yeah, it seemed like he missed that.
Yeah,
that jump. He should have had it by now.
He could have had it.
So he's gonna kind of flop.
I'm gonna mention two more. One is Black Jesus.
Black Jesus. Does that count as a sitcom?
That was Adult Swim, right?
Yeah,
that's a sitcom from Adult Swim. Yeah, that's a sitcom.
That show's hilarious.
Yeah.
Murder Squad counts then. If Black Jesus counts.
Boondock.
Murder Squad is a skit show though.
Boondock should count.
Boondocks does count as a sitcom.
All right, hell yeah.
It's an animated sitcom.
Yeah.
Like another good one that's hilarious is Black Dynamite.
Black Dynamite. That's more of a. That's not a sitcom.
No, the animated Black Dynamite.
Yeah.
That counts as a sitcom, doesn't it? It kind of has like similar to. All right, I'll give that one to you.
What about Black Lightning?
No.
Nah.
You know what? The famous Jet Jackson.
Oh yeah, I remember that show.
Hell yeah! That's another Disney Channel, dude.
Another Disney Channel. The famous Jet Jackson. Like there was it's funny how they did like the token white character in that show.
Dude, Disney Channel had another one where it was about an alien kid. But he was like a black kid, but he was an alien at the same time. Like, what the fuck was it called?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
No idea.
Does Fillmore count?
I was about to say Phil the Future, but I was like,
no. Filling black man.
No, that's what I said. Like, I was like, wait, what?
Oh, he was an alien.
Does Fillmore count as a black sitcom? I don't think so. Does it? I think that's probably like more of a black-led show than a black sitcom, right?
Yeah, I guess.
What show are you trying to remember though, Timon? Look it up on the Googles.
The Journey of Alan Strange.
That sounds mixed up.
The 3 seasons, 4 years, boom.
Alan Strange sounds like a 2005 video game protagonist.
The Journey of Alan Strange.
Like Alan Wake or Max Payne. That's what it sounds like, something like that. Well, now I don't have a lot of memories of this show, but I used to love it. Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
That's not bad. I actually remember it too.
It's like I don't have a lot of memories of like the scenes and stories, but I remember I used to love it though.
It was not bad. I vaguely remember it. I'm trying to remember some right now too. Like any other ones outside of like the Fresh Prince.
Well, like old school, like Jeffersons and all that. And,
yeah, but I feel like those have aged out a little bit.
I mean, it's still a black sitcom.
True. Or like Different Strokes.
Good Times, Different Strokes. Well, Different Strokes, does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why wouldn't it?
I guess. Good Times.
Does the Parkers count?
Yeah, it counts. The sitcom.
Oh, I forgot about this one. I'm looking up online. All of Us. It was not bad. It was not the worst. It wasn't the best. It was like just down the middle, all right. Trying to remember any more that like recently, like the most like notable ones are like the Tyler Perry ones.
Webster.
Like Meet the Browns. Webster. Or like or like a whole bunch of other ones.
Does Webster count?
I never watched Webster.
It was a black kid that was adopted by a white family.
That's fucking weird. That sounds like a weird concept for a show.
It was Webster, dude. I watched it all the time as a kid.
Like, does Static Shock count as a sitcom, as a black sitcom?
Maybe.
Animated sitcom. Hell yeah, it counts.
All right, Static Shock. Now, that is in the top 5 now.
Static Shock dealt with some racist shit too.
Yeah, it did.
And his best friend was gay.
Dude,
Was he
yeah.
gay? Richie was gay?
They couldn't like say it because
Oh, was he gay in the comics?
The friend?
Yeah.
The white dude? I don't know. I think he was just made for the show, wasn't he?
I don't know. You just said his best friend was gay, so like, who's?
That's like a thing. Like the creator said, like he's supposed to be gay or something like that.
Oh, Richie was supposed to be gay?
Yeah, but they couldn't say it because cartoons back then.
I see.
They could do it now, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure his dad would have disowned him if
it's like how Xena.
Oh yeah, his dad like was all right.
It's like how Xena was gay, but they couldn't say it, but they were very clearly like girlfriends. So it's kind of like that.
Like who?
Xena.
Xena, warrior princess.
Like they were gay, but they couldn't say it. They were very clearly girlfriends. So it was kind of like that.
Yeah. World is fucking weird for not allowing this shit.
It was just trying not to step on any toes back then.
You know what's another one of my favorite Fresh Prince moments?
What's up?
When Carlton gets when Will tells Carlton that like he killed what's her face, and then he like drags himself throughout the entire studio. Yeah, that scene is Wait, you didn't watch really the Fresh Prince, so you probably haven't seen that scene.
Who, me?
Oh, I'm talking about Timon. Obviously, you've seen it, Dalen. Come on, you know who I'm talking to about. Look it up, Wiener.
What's the scene?
Carlton goes around.
Will kills Lisa. Just type in Will kills Lisa.
Was it Lisa?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
That's when he first met her.
Oh, okay. Was it that Tyra Banks that was playing that character?
No, that was a different girl.
Oh my god, I had to specify.
I'm getting like characters confused now. I thought that was
this right here on top.
Yeah, it should lead to it though.
Yeah. Well, no. How could you? Yeah, that one.
No, go. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, click on it. Click on it.
All right.
Oh yeah. My bad. How could I get them confused, bruh? I had a huge crush on her from Friday.
This one is loud.
You need to be worried about getting out. Them rubber rooms ain't got no window.
Well, I'm not crazy, okay? This whole thing was a sorority prank.
Oh my god,
they wanted me to teach you a lesson.
Yep. So I'm saying I had a huge crush on her on Friday.
Everybody did. Kneel on.
Mm-hmm.
For women.
Yep.
Oh, I cannot believe you sorority girls could be so devious.
It was actually your cousin Carlton's idea.
Oh yeah?
You can skip it a little bit.
I'll pop that little zip when I get home.
Yeah, this is gonna be a minute.
Yeah.
Give me the car keys. Thank you. What you crying about?
You don't care.
You're damn right I don't care. But seriously, though, what you crying about?
Well, the only reason I did this is because I want to be a Kappa.
So I guess that if I don't go through with this thing, then you can kiss your pledge pin goodbye. Yeah, well.
I deserve that. Well, I just want you to know that This is the best date that I've had in a long time. I mean, before I tied you up.
Like I'm supposed to believe that.
Damn, feel bad for her. That's the best date that she's had.
For real?
For real?
Will Smith apologizing. My sisters, welcome the newest member of Kappa Kappa Gamma, Lisa Will.
Hey, wait. Y'all just gonna leave me hanging up here like a piece of rotisserie gold, huh?
Damn. Shit, if Anita Baker winked at me like that.
Rough weekend? Carlton, man, listen, my date with Lisa didn't quite come out the way I planned. Great tell, why not? Carlton, we got up there, the girl went crazy, man. She tied me to this chair and she was trying to torture me. No. But I got loose, man. Then she really went off. So I grabbed this rock, man. Oh my God, she's still up there. Oh my God. Gotcha.
How did he get there so quick?
It's a stage show. Bro, that like I'm telling you, that show is fucking hilarious. Now look up the Martin Rottweiler scene because that scene is fucking hilarious too. This is why Martin is always number 2. Oh, but back to that other scene that you noticed how he stopped calling Will stopped calling his dad dad, and then he just called him Blue because like at that moment he realized Uncle Phil was right the entire episode.
It's an emotional scene.
It is. It just starts off hilarious.
Now you're all probably wondering why I called you here.
Hell yeah, you dragged us out in the middle of a stormy night. What's wrong with you, fool? And why did you want us all in black?
I'm setting my scene. Now I have news about my CD player. Sit down. Go sit your fine ass down before I make change.
I was like, you ain't talking to me.
You want some $5 and like I change for $5 ass work?
Martin, what is your news, please?
I know who stole my CD player. And the person's in this room right now. Anybody want to tell me who? Come on now. Don't you all speak at once. Sit. Down. Now come on now. Don't anybody know?
This dude was trying so hard to not break character.
Oh, he breaks.
He has to keep looking away.
Yeah. I mean, come on now. Gina, go. Pam, Tommy. I know somebody knows something. Yeah. Sit.
Lay. Oh man. Oh, that's a good scene. Carton is called the sellout.
Yeah, just be looking at all these scenes.
I know, but you know that scene is actually. I actually like looking back at it. I agreed with the other guy.
You want to end it so we can keep watching it?
Yeah, let's end it right here. Thank y'all for staying with us and like listening to us talk about all these black sitcoms. I know Dalen didn't want to do it, but you know he had fun.
I did not want to do it. I just thought it was a weird topic.
I only made up this topic because like he made a joke and I was like, nah, we're gonna do it now. All right, well, bye everybody. Make sure to follow all of our social medias. It's gonna be down in the description. Same with Timon's stuff. It'll be down there in the description. Just check it out. Thank you. Bye.
Peace.
Yeah, that was weird. We kept playing those videos. They can't even see it. So
at least on our end for sure.
Yeah, we used to watch it though. That Carlton one.
Yeah, you can keep going live, Timon.
That Carlton one.
Yo, homie, I'm not supposed to say anything, but you have nothing to worry about. You're in. You Carlton got in? Well, not exactly. I mean, you're cool and all, but Carlton, well, he's not exactly our type.
He's getting it in, dude. Like
our type. Well, Carlton is not like you and me. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what you're saying. Will, Carlton doesn't exactly exemplify what I think a Phi Beta Gamma is. Oh, and what is that? Well, it's not Ralph Lauren shirts and wingtip shoes in corporate America. We don't need a brother like him in this fraternity. Man, he is exactly what you need in this fraternity. Carlton has been a straight A student since preschool. He gives you 150% every time. Look, Will, I realize he's your cousin and you have to defend him, but this discussion is closed. All right. Come on, man. Let's go. I didn't get it. What? Why? Look, I don't know, man. Come on, just let's go. How dare you not take Will? He's full of potential. That's why we want him. It's you we don't want. Me. But I did everything. I cooked, I cleaned, I hand-washed the toilets. Everything your butler does for you. I'm not accepting no prep school, Bel-Air bred sellout into my fraternity. I mean, you can stop all that. No, wait, Will. I got this one. You think I'm a sellout. Why? Because I live in a big house or I dress a certain way? Or maybe it's because I like Barry Manilow. Even Barry White, y'all. Being black isn't what I'm trying to be, it's what I am. I'm running the same race and jumping the same hurdles you are, so why are you tripping me up? You said we need to stick together, but you don't even know what that means. You ask me, you're the real sellout.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right, boy. And in the words of my illustrious cousin, we gonna make like a tree and leave. Hey, look, you don't speak for the rest of us, dog. I'm gonna have you kicked out of here.
Damn.
And the whole tip was full.
I never say that. It's made like a banana and split. I'll keep that in mind, all right?
No. After like watching someone like revisit that scene and explain that scene, I was like, oh, it actually does make sense.
Harry, I'm leaving you.
Why he wouldn't want Carlton.
Oh, you've got to take this from me tomorrow. Damn that Laszlo.
Yeah, Laszlo.
Hey, we looking at the newest Phi Beta Gamma?
No, apparently I'm not enough of a brother to be a brother.
What?
Pledge leader said he didn't like sellouts.
Well, who does? I mean, you wait and wait and wait. When you finally get to the front of the line, everything's gone.
You know, this
Hillary would be slow as hell.
really irritates me. I have worked very hard to give my family a good life, and suddenly somebody tells me there's a penalty for success. I'm sorry you had to go through this, son. When are we going to stop doing this to each other?
Actually, you know what? I take it back. That other guy is not right. Because like if Carlton joins that fraternity, he could learn more about like the average everyday person like Will from other people.
Yeah.
This is totally random.
What?
Type in Batman versus Amanda Waller.
Why?
This is a hella good video. I was watching it earlier.
And I think what I love most about Amanda Waller is just like her demeanor is like, I'm the weakest person in the room, but I have the most power.
This one right here.
Right?
Sure. That she's the weakest, but wait, what?
But she has the most power.
Oh, yeah.
We'll take it from here. The Ultimen belong to us. Belong?
Hell, see Viola Davis still doing it like this.
We'll see to it that their last days are comfortable. We will take care of you. You have my word, for whatever it's worth.
All right.
Oh, yeah, they were experimented on, right?
Yeah, I think.
They're about to die.
No. You need to step back.
Not gonna happen. Long Shadow's with us.
Safeties.
Mine are bigger than yours.
Stand down. He's free to go with you for however long he's gone. That's a national security matter.
This is good, too.
If I were you, I wouldn't probe the situation too closely. Rich boy.
Why wouldn't she be?
Joker knows, right?
I think
No.
sometimes he does.
I think like he has like he like subconsciously knows, but he doesn't really want to know.
There's some stories where the Joker knows.
I just feel like he knows, but would never tell because it'd be like, wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be fun for me anymore.
Take care of volcano went active during the night, sending a cloud of ash miles into the air. Geologists predict a devastating eruption sometime within the week. Sources report the Justice League has offered to help the Bulgarian authorities with the evacuation. 70,000.
Yeah, have the car ready in 20 minutes. And get all the division heads in for the meeting an hour early.
Closer to home, the political world is still reeling from Lex Luthor's surprise announcement of his candidacy for President of the United States. Overnight polling among
This shit was so fucking good, man.
Striking distance.
Yeah.
What, superhero cartoon?
This is the show where everyone thought Lex was black.
I thought he was black for the longest time.
He looked exactly like Billy Zane.
I read
I said it a while ago that Billy Zane would make the perfect Lex.
I read a classic like Superman comic from like the 70s or some shit, and like Luthor had like this like flowing fucking red hair.
Born in East St. Louis, Rhodes
I was
Scholar,
like, what?
PhD in political science, served in intelligence under 3 administrations, disappeared from public life 4 years ago.
Am I supposed to be impressed? Maybe I should rattle off your resume now. You know, I could blow the whistle on you anytime I want.
Fine. Why don't we step into the light together? I'm sure the American people will be just as interested in your activities as mine. Secret weapons, illegal cloning experiments, bypassing Congress.
What do you want?
I want to know what you think you're doing.
Did Superman ever mention that to get Luthor's pardon, he had to tell us about your parallel universe adventure? All about it? We started to wonder what would happen if you took the same action that the Justice Lords did, so I had my people run some computer simulations. If the Justice League ever went rogue, what do you think would be the result?
That's moot.
Humor me. In every single scenario, you beat us. Badly. But that was before Cadmus. Now we have
It was that simple.
Whatever you think you're doing, if you present a
For
threat,
BVS.
the Justice League will take you down.
If we present a threat, you've got a spaceship floating over our heads with a laser weapon pointing down. In another dimension, 7 of you overthrew the government and assassinated the president. We're the good guys, protecting our country from a very real threat. You.
See, that concept is exactly what they could have used for Batman v Superman.
Yeah, they could have had Amanda Waller show up.
We've got business, Waller. You told me once that you were a patriot. Well, it's time to step up. You have to know that the Justice League would never have fired that weapon at you.
Sure you would. It was retaliation for kidnapping your man, the Question.
And yet you weren't home. We've had you under surveillance for months. You don't think we saw you evacuate your offices?
A warning shot, then.
Don't be dense. Someone took over our fusion cannon by remote control. There are maybe 3 people on Earth smart enough to pull that off. 2 of them were already on the watchtower. And that leaves
Luthor. That's where you're trying to lead me, right?
You're too smart to trust him.
Who says I do? He provides off-the-books funding for Cadmus. As far as I'm concerned, that's all he's good for.
Then you must know he's got his own agenda.
He wants to be president. That's agenda enough for anybody.
Almost anybody. If I were you, I'd start looking at him. Hard.
Game, set, match.
I know it's hella random, my bad.
No, it's alright.
They could have easily done it too, because they already had Amanda Waller casted for the Suicide Squad movies by the time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure by the time Batman v Superman was out or was being made.
It would have made a lot of sense. They wouldn't have even needed to kidnap Martha, They could have easily just, done some shit to pin them up against each other instead of like
it was
doing.
built in. Like, what if this dude snaps? What are we gonna do? That's all you have to do.
That's all you have to do. And
You
then
can get a
Amanda,
lot from that.
yeah, and then Amanda could have just pushed him closer and closer to wanting to deal with him.
It could be, yeah. I don't know why
they dropped the ball on this one.
Yeah. I don't hate BVS, but it's still like, I don't know. Well,
Trash.
5 years ago, who cares?
I don't hate BVS either, but
About 5 years ago, who cares?
True.
Oh, it's still sensitive to a lot of people.
I know.
I was like, this is sad. This should have been a lot better than it was.
You should be a lot better than you are.
How dare you